Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the third movie in the Welcome to the Blumhouse series, Evil Eye. Before I begin, let me know if you were looking forward to this or what your thoughts were if you've seen it already, and make sure to give this a thumbs up if you like these reviews. It helps me out immensely if you do that. Also, if you're new here and you like movies, whether it be blockbusters, hidden gems, or everything in between, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with reviews of new releases and some classics. But now, let's jump right into it. This film stars Sarita Choudhury as Usha, a superstitious woman who suffers from the trauma of a man trying to kill her 30 years ago. Her daughter, played by Sunita Mani, begins dating a new man played by Omar Maskati, and when she meets him, she begins to suspect he's the reincarnation of that same man who tried killing her. I'll admit, while I wasn't dreading watching the Welcome to the Blumhouse movies, I wasn't super excited for them either. I didn't really know what to expect from them, and from what we've gotten so far, while I liked Black Box, after seeing The Lie, which was one of the worst movies I have seen this year so far, my excitement, to be honest, has gone down for the rest of these movies. We have this and Nocturne today, and then after this week, we have 4 more movies coming out, but it hasn't been specified when they're getting released or what they are exactly. And this, truthfully, didn't do much to help matters either. This is certainly much better than The Lie, but it's also nothing special. Now, to be clear, I don't hate this movie, and there are actually a fair amount of redeeming qualities to make for a decent watch. The strongest point is, without a doubt, the acting. I'm not too familiar with either Sunita Mani or Sarita Choudhury. I know they both had small parts in other movies that I've seen, but I've never seen anything with them in a lead role. But they're both great here. I thought they gave very convincing performances, and they played off each other well. The film explores heavily the family dynamics slowly drifting apart as a result of Usha's fears about the boyfriend. It explored the family's history, how trauma can linger for so many years, even a lifetime, and I liked how it used horror elements to show how that trauma can deeply impact the family. So as we explore this broken family dynamic, I thought it gave us enough that we can be invested in these characters, and I was interested enough to care what happened to them. I also appreciated this on a technical level. This is directed by brothers Ilan and Rajiv Dasani, both of whom have extensive backgrounds in visual effects, and I thought they did a great job crafting scenes that involve more supernatural elements. The effects look great, especially as we get a look into Usha's state of mind, and whenever they fully tapped into the horror elements, I thought the shots were well composed, and they were able to build up tension effectively. However, this movie just didn't reach the potential that it could have, and that's because it had a ton of pacing issues. The movie is only an hour and a half long, but it can feel painfully slow. Some of the conversations are repetitive, and they go back to some of the same territory over and over again as Usha tries telling her daughter about this guy she's dating. And it just gets old after a while. Plus, it's kind of predictable where this movie ends up going. It doesn't do anything that I consider risky, and ultimately plays things pretty safe. So it was disappointing there. I also didn't think Omar Maskati was bad, but considering he's a character who may or may not have sinister intentions up his sleeve, he just never came across as someone potentially threatening. I never felt like I should be frightened of him. I found him a bit soft-spoken and nice, even during scenes where it was supposed to seem questionable. And I don't know if that was a creative choice or if he was just miscast for the role. Like I said, this has nothing to do so much with his abilities as an actor, but the way he came off here, it didn't work for me. On top of that, it would go back and forth between being sweet and being creepy, but it never felt like it struck the right balance between the two. The first half hour or so especially felt more like a straightforward family drama with an almost feel-good tone to it at times, and it could have leaned into its horror elements a lot more because I didn't always feel the tension. It isn't until the second half where it felt a lot more suspenseful, and while I did like the performances and I found these characters to be incredibly likable, the movie couldn't seem to pick a lane with what it wanted to be. This is far from the worst of the Welcome to the Blumhouse movies, but it's also not the best. It's okay. Nothing bad, but nothing great. The 2 lead performances are solid, the characters are likable, it's slick on a technical level, and I do like the idea of using horror elements to explore a broken family dynamic. However, it didn't lean into those horror elements enough, and it caused issues with both its pacing and its tone, and it just made for an uneven experience. It's decent enough to check out once, but it's by no means a must-see. Evil Eye gets a 6 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Evil Eye or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like the performances and did you find it scary? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, I'll catch you next time.